So I'm working in two different mediums. One I call multi-layered, and that refers to both the content and the material. And the material is layered wood that is intricately cut and then laminated together. And then the concepts are usually stories that I'm trying to tell that have stories of themselves. So stories within stories, or they're multifaceted or multi-layered. My metal pieces are all made from found objects. I walk around the city, I pick up lots of parts. My friends laugh at me all the time because I'm constantly bending down and picking up random screws and bolts and all sorts of weird items throughout the city. And then I take them home, I clean them up, and then I assemble them into sculptures that resemble cities. Some of my work kind of tells a story of who I am. I wanted to create a piece about identity, and I was thinking about how the people in my life impact who I am as a person. So my son and I were walking around and talking about this, and some ideas were floating around in my head, and we look up and we see a mural. It kind of made me start to think about a fingerprint. So I kind of married the two concepts together and came up with this really cool technique where the lines of the fingerprint, the width change of those lines to depict a person. And so it kind of is an optical illusion of sorts. There's no shading, but it's line thicknesses that kind of define the piece. I usually think about layers in terms of color. So I have the red layer at the top and the purple layer at the bottom, and it's kind of, my work tends to be colors of the rainbow. I'm constantly creating lots of different digital objects in my art and color coding them. Once I get something that I like, there's this lengthy process of merging all of those different digital objects down into the actual layers that I want to cut. Often when I'm building pieces, I try to optimize the material that I'm using by fitting other shapes inside of my design, so that when I'm done, I end up with the layer that I'm trying to cut, plus a whole bunch of other parts that I can use for other projects. I really love spending time at the yard and watching people come in and experience my art for the first time, seeing them wowed by my art, and that's kind of the ultimate compliment and honest feedback, is kind of overhearing people talk about your art when they don't know that you're listening.